Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another Rage Reacts video. Oh, the joys. And today we are talking about the hot Tuah woman. If you remember her from a clip that went viral.
Oh, you gotta give him that hot Tuah and spit on that thing.
So yeah, apparently, I just found out recently that the hot Tuah girl has a podcast now because, of course, anyone and everyone these days has a podcast. Even if they have just a viral clip and they have 15 minutes of fame. Yep, podcast. So, yeah. And we're going to be looking at a video by Memeulous today that is called The Hot Tuah Podcast is Generally Terrible. So, apparently it's not going great on that side. So, yeah, we're going to look at that. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the madness. And let's see how bad it is, because I've seen a few bad podcasts. Of course, podcasts are they're not really my bread and butter, you know. They're just I can watch the best parts of them, when people do like the clips, but I'm someone who can't really watch a full podcast. That's just me. I don't really have the time to do that. So, yeah. Let's just go. I am ready. I'm ready. Sort of.
Tuah. You gotta put like an emphasis on it, like Tuah. Like really. Yeah. Say it. All right, all together. Hot Tuah. Hot Tuah.
Wow, listening to this is a wonderful use of my day. Now, I've
Yes.
seen a lot of pointless podcasts that did not need to exist in my time. Like, just a few weeks ago, we looked at that podcast that I can't even remember the name of off of the top of my head. I think it was called, like, the Empowered Podcast or something.
When you come back, you're tired, bro. You just want to go to bed.
I can't wait for holiday.
Sometimes I'm in bed, I'm like, bruv, I need to brush my teeth.
And that was pointless. But this just takes it to a whole new level. For those somehow unfamiliar with the hilarious...
Funny enough as well, in that video, I got a good few dislikes. So whoever you are disliking that video because I didn't fully understand the genius of that podcast, well, screw you. How dare you? Oh, there goes the motorbike again. Every fucking day.
And that was pointless, but this just takes it to a whole new level. For those somehow unfamiliar with the hilarious viral sensation of Hot Tuah, this is Hayley Welch. And she went viral a few months back for her response to an on-the-street interview by a channel called Tim and DTV.
What's one move in bed that
Oh,
makes a man
there we
go
go.
crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hot Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Funniest shit I ever seen in my life.
Yes.
Incredible. This still makes me heartily belly laugh. And apparently the world did too, because she became very famous overnight for this. There was merch and everything. Let's have a look at some of it, because some of it is incredible. All right, so we got the Hot Tuah 24, spit on that fang. Brilliant. I'd wear that to my wedding. American flag Hot Tuah. Eat, sleep, Hot Tuah, repeat. Again, I would wear this to the birth of my first child. If she don't Hot Tuah, I don't want to die.
Okay, I will admit, that is a good shirt. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Oh my god. Like, isn't it mad how you can have, like, merchandise and, like, a podcast and stuff just from just saying some words, like, that are just funny to some people. Well, a good amount of people, because it went viral, so... She went viral because she said, no, this is how you should spit on your man's dick. Like, you gotta put it in that hole, that gobful of spit and hot. Oh, I hate myself.
I don't want to talk to her. This one's just grim.
Oh.
It's just grim for some reason.
Why is it
making bank from public?
Why is it happy? I wouldn't be happy with if I was that spit. I wouldn't be happy where I was going. Oh no.
Appearances apparently charging up to $30,000 per one. Well, that's my future child's first birthday party sorted, and I'll be stood there in the corner in my unofficial Hot Tuah merch. But something I've not seen anyone talk about is how weird the actual interview was.
Okay, I got another one for y'all.
Okay.
Would you rather? Hold on, is she listening?
Would you rather?
Would you rather have back shots for the rest of your life or missionary for the rest of your life?
Mate, what are we doing here? Going up to girls outside a bar going, what's better, missionary or back shots? I'm not sure if this is like a normal thing to do in America, and I very much doubt it is. But if you did that in the UK, you get called a weird nonce and laughed at until you went away. And that isn't the only strange interview she's done. She did this one with KIIS or KISS, I don't know how you pronounce that, an Australian radio station after she blew up, and it's fucking weird. I was trying to think of a more descriptive word for it, but the best way I could describe it is just fucking weird.
They all know who you are for such a funny little thing. Do you really Achtung, or were you just having a laugh there?
Bloody hell, man. Is that really the first question you have to ask this 21-year-old girl?
Oh my god. The old man just really wants to know. You know, people were just like laughing at it, you know, seen as a joke, but as a man, you know, as an older gentleman who I do find you quite attractive, I just really want to know, do you really hot too on that thing, if you know what I mean? The world wants to know. Not just I just don't want to know. The world does, you know. I don't care either way, but I would really like to hear the answer. And I hope it's the answer I want. Just say. What a weird fucking question, though. Like, to be saying that, I know it's said in a funny way, but it's basically saying, like, do you really spit on people's dicks like that? Just seriously, do you? I want to know.
You actually huck Tuah. Man, come on, why are we doing this? Come on.
I was just having a laugh there.
So you're not a spit.
Look at his face!
Now, come on, surely you're better than this. It doesn't stop there. I think he catches himself being weird and, like, just stumbles over his words.
He's so disappointed. Oh my...
Yes or no? Spit? No, spit.
Oh.
There was clearly a large demand for regular hour-long content with her, so she answered the prayers of the many and announced her podcast called Talk Tuah. It's like Huck Tuah, but you're talking Tuah. It's very clever wordplay.
I'm Haley Welch. A little while ago, my life took a complete left turn and it changed forever. And along the way, I've realized that everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
What does that even mean? Saying Huck Tuah gave you a new insight and perspective on life that made you realise that everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Did you not realise that before? What? I think she's just saying stuff for the intro. Fair enough. But what are you trying to say this? I realised that everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
No, they're not.
That?
Well, now it's my time to talk. Check out my podcast every week, Talk Tuah, where I'm sitting down with the coolest guests and having actual conversations with them.
Oh, okay, well that's good and novel. There's not many podcasts out there where people get guests on and have actual conversations with them. There was really a gap in the market for that, I think.
Do you know what? I've never heard of that sort of thing before. Sitting down and having a conversation with people. People don't do that these days. They just text and stuff and call. Well, mostly text. Who the hell sits down as a one-on-one conversation? Huh? Loser. But yeah, seriously, like, this has been overdone, the podcast thing. Like I said, everyone has a fucking podcast these days. The competition is fierce. It's high, man. So, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult.
Paul's company Better, which, as you might be able to guess, is a betting site. And Jake, little piece of advice for you here. Keep funding this podcast. It is a very wise and shrewd decision. And this will no doubt return you millions. Every week, people from all over the world will be waiting with gleeful anticipation for the next episode of Talk Tuah. Anyway, let's watch this episode because that's what this video is about.
Come on, Haley. It's not that bad. All right, it's time to get out of the bed and quit rotting.
Haley, get up.
All right, I'm ready to talk.
Get in! Talk Tuah.
I'm ready to talk Tuah.
Get it? It's the name of the podcast. It kind of sounds like Huck Tuah, which is the phrase she said. Only intellectuals will understand this.
And I want you guys to get to know me better than Hawk Tuah.
Ah, good thing you called your podcast Talk Tuah then. Surely forget about that with that sort of branding.
No, it's Tuah. Like, you really got to put your emphasis in. Yeah, you're not saying Tuah, you're saying Tuah. You know? Like, you got to really put your back into it.
Does she have like a Matt Rife pillow? Okay. I guess that's what she's into. And I always find it kind of weird when people have that in their bedroom. But to each their own.
Tuh.
How fucking sick of saying that phrase do you think she is? Huck and Tuah have probably been half of the words she said in the past 3 months.
Say the line.
Say it.
I get a little myself. I call it Brotox when I do it. So when you start young, you're actually just getting rid of whatever wrinkles would pop up.
Well, yeah, but if you get all that shit done when you're young, by the time you're 27,
Yep.
you look like a lizard and you can't move your eyebrows. This is just big cope, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, I get Botox, but it's just like, it prevents,
What is it with people like around my age getting fucking Botox, men and women? Like, come on. Like, I really thought Botox was for like people who are older, but now people around my age are getting fucking Botox. I'm just like, why? Why?
face for moving.
Here's the thing. Number one, if you're a girl and you get Botox, number one, you're going to attract pedophiles.
What the fuck are you even on about? If anything, I found that Botox makes people actually look older. They just look more smooth. Are we really that out of things to say already that we're at the point of going, yeah, anyone attracted to someone with Botox is a massive pedo? What are you talking about? What does that even mean? I feel like maybe this is a joke. I don't know. But it's not delivered like a joke.
But like, so that's something that is such a breath of fresh air about you.
It is.
You know?
I agree. So I'm going to be real with y'all. I was never the biggest football fan. I honestly don't even get the rules that much. But what I do know is I like having fun and winning money. And Better Picks lets you win up to 1,000 times your money. The app is super easy and it makes it 1,000 times more fun.
10 minutes into the first ever episode and we're already getting an uncharismatic ad brief for a betting site. Hell yeah. I wasn't familiar with your game. But the fact you're promoting such a service that allows people to make loads of money is very respectable.
Take all my money.
Change lives for the better. We should be more thankful for betting sites and casinos, I think, because they're really out here just giving free money to people. It's so kind of them. They're basically charities.
Just imagine if Chelsea said Hawk Tuah and not you that night. Would Chelsea be sitting in that chair?
Okay, now these are the big questions I came to this podcast for. If her mate said Huck Tuah instead of her, would she be the one sat in that chair? Would she be the one with the 30 grand public appearances? Would she be the one with the Huck Tuah merch?
Maybe.
It's a philosophical question that people will be asking and studying for centuries to come. It's the modern, if a tree falls and no one is there to hear it, did it really fall? If Hayley Welsh's friend said Huck Tuah instead of her, would she be hosting the Talk Tuah podcast instead?
I can't do it as good as
Do it.
You do it.
No, you do.
Hot to.
You gotta put like an emphasis on it, like tuh. You know, like really. Yeah. Say it. All right, all together.
Hot to.
Hot tuh.
Hot to.
Say it aggressive, like
Hot
you really.
to.
Like you're mad at the day. You're mad at
Hot
Talk to a podcast. You have won the internet today.
I think we need to like do, I don't know, like a bar crawl where we get you drunk and try to get you a slogan.
Hey, I got something you can say.
This podcast is so dead. It's actually amazing. Like, it's just dead on arrival. They already have nothing interesting at all to say. And look,
Maybe hers can be the reverse. Instead of like hot tuh, it's too hot. Maybe that can be a too hot. You know, she's sort of like, her friend is the spitter, but she is the inhaler of the spits. I don't fucking know, something like that. I don't know. I don't know, Reggie.
If they have a fan, that's better.
Do you remember that game I mentioned beforehand where you can win up to 1,000 times your money?
Yeah.
It gets even better.
Oh,
Better
God.
is offering a deposit match up to $200 and a free pick for all new users.
Take
So
my
basically,
money.
If you put like
Take
$200
it.
in, they match it. That's $400 right there.
what? That's free money. Oh, that's so
Oh,
generous.
stuck myself in the eye.
There is any catch or downside to that. Tell you what, Jake Paul, he's such a generous bloke, isn't he? Just giving away $200. Wow. God bless him.
Okay, maybe not
Shit
doing
on
that.
that thing. That respect.
Oh God, not the dam! I actually did flick myself in the eye, by the way. That's not the fingering I enjoy. But yeah, there we go. That was the Hot Tour podcast. So, yeah, it's like I said, it's not the worst I've come across. You know, we're talking about like Botox, what could have been if her friend said the line instead. You know, Like, would she be in the same position she's in? Talking about other stories and stuff. So yeah, like I said, I've come across worse, but yeah, doesn't seem like anything special to me, to be honest. But this is the thing, right? When it comes to people who just go viral over a clip, you know, you get like your 15 minutes of fame and then people just move on. Like, I understand trying to like keep that relevancy, you know, because you want to keep like the views and the money coming through. So, but it's pretty much an uphill battle because the thing is, you have the whole hot tour, like, you know, situation. But now you need to add on to it, which is quite difficult. So you could either go on a downward spiral, you know, and just lose your relevancy altogether, or you could somehow come out on top and just, you know, become bigger than you were. Who knows? Or another third option, you could just like sort of like stagnate and stay at a balanced level where you have an audience, but, you know, not as big as you were like from that clip. So yeah, you guys get what I'm saying, right? You know, I'm not the best with my words, especially after watching stuff like this. I'm pretty tired right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Good video by Memeulous. Yep, original video will be down below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you enjoyed it, you want to see more from me. And I hope you all have a good day. And by the way, I don't hate or dislike this person or anyone in this. You know, it's just, I do think the hot tour thing has run its course. It was like a funny little thing for a short period of time. But yeah, that's just it. So I hope the podcast and stuff does well, you know? All the best to them. So, and whatever other thing they want to do in the future. So, yeah. So, see you over the next one, guys. And do you know what? As a special thing for you, I shall give you a big hot tour to end the video. Right, so just hold on. Let me just build it up. Hot tour! Did I do it right? I hope so. Because I hurt my throat more than anything else. Yep. See you guys. Bye.